Hello, my name is Ian. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Stockholm, Sweden.
Hi, my name is Aidan. I'm 18 years old and I'm from the United States.
I'm Yuzo and I'm 26 years old and I'm from Tokyo in Japan.
So I guess the reason that I'm here is because I've always been really fascinated by Italian culture, like the football, the food and the music and so forth. So I viewed learning the Italian language as the optimum key to approaching the whole culture.
I came to Milan to work as an au pair for my gap year. And when I first got here, the children only spoke Italian and I didn't speak a word of Italian. So I started taking courses so it was easier to communicate with them and the people around me.
Yeah, and I really wanted to study the fashion culture of Italian and especially suit fashion, classic suit fashion. And I also have an interview with a craftsman or a technician of this industry. So now I'm studying Italian.
So I guess why I chose ELLCI from the beginning is because I feel like you could come here without any sort of previous knowledge and you could just go to a beginner's course and the setup would be suited for that kind of learning. So you would increase, as time went on, you would go to different levels and sort of become something in the end. So since I didn't know anything from before, this was a good setup for me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really specifically pick the school myself. My host mom found it for me, but she's lived in Milan her entire life, her entire family has, and she asked a bunch of her friends and her network around here, and everybody said ELLCI was the best choice. And since coming here, I mean, I basically only do chow when I walked in the door, and it was kind of intense immersion at first, and it really kind of guided me along the way of being in such a new environment and not knowing anything, and then slowly kind of building on that and going to class every single day for Italian. I felt like I rapidly learned way more than I would have on my own, obviously, yeah.
And also the teacher in this school is very kind and a good teacher. And I often, of course, have a question and they, for example, Alexandra is very easy. Kind to teach me Italiano in English or Italian.
Yeah, it's good that they try and teach in the Italian language as far as it is possible.
Yeah.
And then only if it's necessary, they can explain it in English also. But
yeah.
You really get used to hearing the Italian language all the time. And you're often encouraged to speak Italian, even though you get it wrong. You're supposed to always give it a try. Which is
always challenging.
I always kind of felt like the typical American stereotype. I didn't really know many foreign language very well. I had learned some French in high school, but it was mostly just writing, so I was super nervous about actually trying to gain fluency in a new language. But coming in, it was just a totally different language learning experience than I had had before. It was so engaging, and I felt like there's very good kind of positive reinforcement, even when it was challenging.
Yeah, this also helps when you bring in different elements into the learning environment, like for example, music and stuff like this. So you get the influence of the language in many different channels.
Yeah,
sort of helps.
Especially it's very important for us Japanese because we don't have the chance to talk directly of English or Italian. So this is very good opportunity to learn language Italian.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It definitely made my life easier within a month. Now, I mean, I wouldn't say, obviously I'm not fluent yet, but I know when the kids are speaking to me, I pretty much know what they want, which is very helpful. And I definitely developed more of an ear for the language than I think I would have in any courses that I've taken for language before, which is really nice.
Yeah. So how do you guys like it here in Italy then so far after a month?
Oh, a month in Italy. What would you say, Yuzo?
Yeah. Actually, of course, not only the fashion culture, but also food or climate. Yeah, anything is very, very comfortable for me, especially for me, food.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's so nice.
True, yeah. I love it here in Italy. As you say, the food is amazing, and I mean, you can just have really good quality food for cheap money everywhere you go, good meals and stuff like that. Also, I love that you can sort of travel around while you're here also. So, I mean, this weekend I was in Bologna, and the trains are cheap, so you can see a lot of Italy. Even though you live in Milan, you still have the whole of Italy to explore.
I definitely felt the same way. This is my first time in Europe at all. And coming here, I found the people to be very welcoming, and the classes helped too. I think I was able to make friends from all over the world through the course, and just being in Italy in general has such. I feel like in the States, I love the US, but Italy has a very specific way of kind of enjoying life and having like a very nice kind of zest for life in their culture that I really have enjoyed experiencing. I mean, the wine and the food, and obviously just Milan's amazing. Like there's so much to do, but like you said, I went to Venice and it was not an expensive train ride, and you can kind of just hop around Europe in general when you're here.
Yeah, and also through the course you get to see different parts of Milan. You have like excursions twice a month.
Those are great.
When you get to meet people from other parts of the course also. So all of this is great for meeting new people, I think.
Absolutely. Coming in as an au pair, it's kind of, you don't go into a normal work environment, so I was a little worried about meeting other people my age, but it's really nice. The course offers, I mean, people from every age and every walk of life, but I would say there's a lot of young people, which is cool. Yeah, I've had a very good time in Milan, I would say. I can't think of a time when I had a bad, really can't think of a bad time I've really had here. I don't want to leave at all.
Unfortunately, we have 2 more months.
Yes, thank God. I'm a fan. But
Stuck with you.